You're listening to Local Color on 88.7 WNCW. My name's Laura Blackley. I want to let you know that Local Color live sessions are made possible with the help of Landslide Studio, a full-service recording destination located just minutes from the heart of downtown Asheville, dedicated to serving the needs of the local music community. You can find out more at landslidestudio.com. Our guest this evening is Asheville, by way of Boone, North Carolina-based band Aquatic. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being here. What are you guys going to start us off with?
This first song is called Arrived. It's a brand new one. It will be on our new album coming out.
You're listening to Local Color live at Landslide Studio in North Asheville, North Carolina. You just heard a tune from Aquatic, our guest this afternoon. And a lot of times when you hear the term indie rock bandied about, you think about a bunch of angsty guys kind of doing a little navel gazing. That's not what you guys are doing here. So talk a little bit about what got you to this place, where you're at now.
This is our, I think, 4th year of being a band. And since we've started, it's been one big progression. We've constantly tried to work harder and refine our sound and get it to the point where we're happy with what we sound like. That's a big struggle. Like any artist will tell you, you're constantly unhappy with what you're doing. And that's just part of trying to make yourself better. So I say over the past 4 years, we've been starting to, we're still angsty. Like it might just...
There's some angst in there for sure.
But it might not be, like we're nice guys, but we're still like pissed off at the world.
Yeah. It definitely, it seems like it's got more of a melodic, danceable thing that goes on, and I wonder what your influence.
That's bass over there, Chuck man. He kind of keeps the groove going. He's a really good bass player, and Zach's all about the beats back there on the drums. So our rhythm section is really bouncy, And me and Grogan came from kind of like the more like you were saying, angst side of music, where we were playing loud guitars, and so we're meeting in the middle and being loud but still bouncy in a way. I don't know.
There's definitely a two-guitar onslaught,
Yes,
almost.
yes.
I'm sure in a live setting that would kind of lend itself more to the angsty thing you were talking about.
We can get loud.
Cool. Well, good stuff. I would also think too, with this setup, drums, bass, it's your standard rock and roll setup, but it's a little different from what the improvisational folks do. And
Oh yeah.
maybe you could expound a little bit on why that is. It seems like your cleverness has to come from arranging rather than somebody being in front.
Totally.
Like you said, I mean, we've been doing this for going on 4 years, and it's always a progression. We're trying to hone in something and really make our music a little more accessible and less for us and more for people, because sometimes you can get stuck in this pocket of like, this is my music, and
I don't care what everyone else says about it because I like it.
Sure.
but we want we have fun playing more structured pop songs, and I think it translates live too. Like you can tell when we're having a lot more fun with these sort of songs like Arrived.
When we first started playing it, there was a lot of improv in what we were doing, especially live. We would have certain songs that it was just like, all right, do whatever you want at the end of this, and we'll see what happens. And through doing that too many times, we realized it's not the way to do it because we screwed up.
Trial and error sort of thing.
Exactly. Some days it would be awesome, and we're like, yeah, we should do that. And then the next show, it was like just didn't work. And and that's that's the thing with improv. It's not always going to turn out how you want. So structure for us has been our saving grace.
Structured pop songs. That's where Duck Aquatic is heading.
Structured pop.
Okay, well, it sounds unanimous. Definitely at the end of the day, it's all rock and roll. So want to let you know that we're talking to Doc Aquatic this afternoon. They've got a show coming up Friday, May the 4th at the Lexington Avenue Brewery. Want to talk about your various recording projects and some exciting things on the horizon. But first, can we get to another tune?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Drunk hands, oh, southern drawl, and it's all me. Well, yeah, but where have they gone? Growing up as a waterlogged pier dog, well, we got to do it all. Breaking laws and egging all the police force with drunk hands, oh, southern drawl, it's all me. Well, yeah, but where have they gone?
Some trademark falsetto on that last tune from Asheville's Doc Aquatic. They are our in-studio guest today as part of your Local Color Live at Landslide session. So you guys just put out a record, Distance Means, back in
Yes.
2011. And it seems like you've got a forthcoming release kind of right on the heels of that coming up July. Is that still the timeline?
It was until our house got broken into. and they
Oh.
stole all our MacBooks. But
I've read something about that.
we have
Yeah.
some stuff backed up, but it was kind of good because it's gonna make us, I think, record a better album because of that, having to redo everything. I think we're gonna be more focused the second time around.
Sure.
So in a couple months there'll be some Doc Aquatic, but we'll be releasing like singles as we go along to keep you updated with what we're doing, and then we'll do a CD release party or something like that this summer.
Now, are you guys doing the project entirely in your house, sort of?
Yeah, this will be the first time we've ever recorded the whole thing in our house. We've always done it in studios, and I guess we were looking for a little, not lo-fi sound, but just a different type of sound than we were getting out of the pristine studios that we were going to, and also it's a lot cheaper to record at home, and I think we can take our time and do stuff more experimental.
Yeah. And it sounded like LP is the title of the forthcoming release. Does that mean something you guys are going to do on vinyl, or have you thought that far into it?
There's not the decided name yet.
Yeah, we just don't know.
Okay.
It's
Just gonna,
Yeah.
Okay,
It is a full length, and it may or may not be on vinyl.
It will be on vinyl.
Hopefully, it'll be on vinyl.
Something will be on
Vinyl's
vinyl.
expensive.
It will be at least on vinyl flooring somewhere.
ever enigmatic. We're talking today with Doc Aquatic. So talk a little bit about that experience, having all your gear stolen and having to start from square one. It sounds like, yeah, that would be
I'll
pretty
let
devastating.
Zach talk about this a little because he had his whole electronic side project solo stuff that he was doing on the MacBook. So he was really hit hard too. It was like more than just one project he lost. So Zach, say something.
Yeah, we have all of the recording going on the computers, and then Charles has his computer as well. We had 2 MacBooks in between all of the recording, and Charles gets home and gives me a call. I wonder where mine is because his is missing, and they're both gone. They broke it in my bedroom window. So I just gotten started messing around with drumming and making my own music about maybe a month before that. So I had like
Using what was it, Ableton?
yeah, just got Ableton Live and some more equipment for drumming and learning different styles of drumming more so than just sticking with the rock thing, like trying to experiment with making some music. And now that's got to get restarted. But like he was saying about the doc thing, all of the recording starting over, I also don't think it will be too bad just because, like you said, we're going to be really focused now. We had to restart, so we're not going to restart again. We're going to make the good recordings happen where they need to, and still get it out before too late so everybody can hear some of the new stuff for sure.
Sure. And talk about the trend. It used to be that, records were released kind of once in a blue moon. You would have
Right.
to sort of recover from it. But nowadays it seems more artists are kind of moving in the direction of putting something out at least once a year, even less than that.
Yeah,
I think there's
absolutely.
so many artists. I mean, you kind of have to be prolific to get seen, unless you're
Totally.
amazing and you
Yeah.
just need one song. But
mean-
we like playing music, so we like to write it, we like to play it, we like to record it. So it's
As
just
much
something
and
that we
as
do.
fast as possible.
And also, if we keep recording like this album that started going well in our house, I think it will be easier for us to pump out more music, just to give
Yeah.
people more stuff to listen to. It's like if we have an idea at home and we can get a good recording how we're used to in our house, and there's no need to wait to save up money and get in a studio and record it and master it to give it to people. We could just record it while we're there and get it out in a day or two, So
I think home recording is one of the reasons why there's so much new music coming out as it is, because some of the best albums from last year were made in somebody's bedroom, and people don't even realize because it just sounds so good nowadays that you can record at home and in your spare time and not have to think about what you're going to do and cram into your studio time. So it just allows you to experiment more and write more music in a way and get it recorded quicker.
It certainly levels the playing field.
Yes.
We're talking today with Doc Aquatic from Asheville, North Carolina. They've got a show coming up Friday, May the 4th at the Lexington Avenue Brewery. You guys know what time that evening?
Doors usually open at 8 there.
Yeah.
8 or 9.
Show sometime after 9.
Okay, and
We're playing with the wonderful World line, so it's their CD release party. They've been so kind to ask us to open it up, and so yeah, come out on the 4th. Get a free CD. Well, pay cover to get in, and you get a free CD as you go in, so it's totally worth it.
and if listeners want to find out more about you guys on the web, what would be the best place to do that?
Charles, you want to spit out some links?
DocAquatic.bandcamp is our music. that'll do it unless you want to be our friend on Facebook. We have a page for the band, but then we're an actual person. So if you want us to like talk with you, and
Totally Facebook
leave,
us, 'cause
leave
then you get to
funny
see cool
comments on
pictures.
pictures and things.
Sure.
Friend us.
All right. Well, you
yeah.
heard it here.
Tell us how bad we suck.
We're talking today with Doc Aquatic. Can we get to another tune?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Roll with the punches, changes too. Store thoughts in the bank to keep. Take around with you. Lonely as the ages. You know the maybes too. Stay here with the one you love. Keep around with you. Disregard the clock's tick until you're through. Time can bog you down and try like a zoo. Fleeting moment, every moment, and then you're through. Stay here with the one you love. Keep around with you. Bank to keep.
You're listening to the music of Asheville outfit Doc Aquatic as part of our Local Color Live at Landslide series on 88.7 WNCW. So talk a little bit about the band's origins from Boone. It sounds like you were an entirely different unit and you kind of came into your own when the rhythm section took hold.
Absolutely. Adam and I, Adam's our guitar player, we started playing music pretty much as soon as we got to college. He was one of my friend's roommates, just potluck roommate, so it was kind of like a chance meeting. And you know, we didn't really take it super serious. It was just something to get through school and have fun doing. And so we played a lot of guitar together, and we ended up writing like all these riffs and like all this funny stuff that we look back at now and we really laugh about. But I mean, at the time it was awesome because I had somebody to play guitar with, and we were actually having fun. And then my brother Zach on the drums. Obviously, we're brothers, so before I went to school, we played music together all the time. And then I went off to school. He met Charles, and they formed a little band together, and they were awesome, actually. They were called Baba Black Sheep.
Yeah.
Like the best high school band ever, probably in the history of high school bands. And then, you know, it was time for Charles to come to school and Zach to come to school, and that's how Doc Aquatic started, basically.
So everyone kind of converged at App State.
Appalachian State, yes.
All right,
The good
wonderful.
old Mountaineers.
It seems like, too, there aren't a whole lot of indie rock. Well, there weren't. Maybe when you guys started, it may be more so now.
There definitely are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
it's
taking
definitely
credit
changed.
for that, but there are definitely way more rock and roll bands in Boone. It was a big, I mean, you know, with the music school, there's a bunch of like really, really good musicians, but they really love to play like jazz and funk rock stuff.
Which is great.
Which is awesome and awesome to watch and really cool to go out to a bar and listen to, but there wasn't really any like rock and roll.
There was a band, The Naked Gods. I guess they were probably
How
the
could I
first
forget
like indie rock band to start. They'd probably hate me for calling them an indie rock band, but they were probably like the first one to get the ball rolling, and then several other bands followed. Like you know, there was River Wireless is their name now. They were at the time Do It to Julia, Us, and
Major
The Naked
Magic?
Gods and Major Magic. There was a bunch of bands. So it kind of happened all at one time, and now you go to Boone and there's bands that I've never heard of. It's easy to find out all the bands in Boone because it's so small, but now I go and I don't know everybody, and there's tons of more bands.
It definitely seems like a growing scene, just kind of moments away from bubbling over at any time.
Yeah.
How would you guys describe your audience?
Our friends.
Beer drinkers?
What's that? Oh, I'm
Heavy drinkers, yeah.
Beer drinkers?
Beer drinkers.
Okay.
Normally there are people who just want to have fun and respect seeing good live music. Like when we play live, we're not standing there looking like we hate the world. I think I said this last time. We're very energetic. We're getting into it. The crowd gets into it because we're having so much fun. When you see other people having fun, you're forced to do that. And I think
Yeah.
we project that really well into the audience.
It's contagious.
It is.
All
We're
right.
having fun right now.
We're talking today with Doc Aquatic. I know you guys have a forthcoming album. We're not too sure about the time frame at this point in time, but what else is looming on the horizon? Anything cool that you want to talk about?
We're playing AHA AVL in July.
Are we supposed to tell people that?
I think we can.
Okay.
It's too late now.
Too
it's
late
out.
now.
Your secret's out.
There's lots of stuff. Just mainly playing a lot of shows throughout the summer. Hopefully going on several like little mini tours because we all have jobs, so we can't do like a month out and a month in. But well, you know, go out on the weekends, play shows, come back home, right? Do our day jobs and just try to survive, really. But we all have side projects for the most part. Like Zach, he's in the Graviton project and the Hermit Kings also. So he's a very busy drummer. He's like the drummer in Asheville. Everybody wants him. Stay away, he's mine. And then me and Charles, we are always doing some stuff that's just for recording mainly. Like it was called Jabbertooth Tiger. And maybe you'll see me and Adam having a little garage rock band around the corner
Never
very
know.
soon. Yeah, it's
We
gonna
also,
happen.
we also did just get a good date back for Belshare.
Oh, yeah,
gonna
we're
be
playing
Belshare Friday night
Nice.
around
Friday night, 4:30.
4:30, I believe. Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations. We're talking today with Doc Aquatic. They have got a show coming up in the near future, Friday, May the 4th at the Lab. They'll be opening up the festivities that evening for Worldline. Can we get to one last tune?
Absolutely, it's called Don't Leave Me.
Don't leave me now. Don't leave me now. Don't leave me now, because I'm already going. I'm already gone. I'm already going. Already gone. Back to where I came from. Just came from where I was. Go back to where I came from. Just came from where I was. From where I go back to where I came from. Just came from where I was. Go back to where I came from. Just came from where I was. Yeah, from where I
You've been listening to music, Local Color live at Landslide. Today's guest is Doc Aquatic, JC, Adam, Charles, and Zach. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you for having us.